today it's all about the speed. Whatever the new card EA release, we look at the skating stats first before we even check any other stats. And the good thing is, we have the speed boost synergy to help us. So today I will aim to build the fastest possible team around one of the fastest defensemen to ever play in NHL. Bobby Orr, 92 overall hologram card. Because there's really no any other names what comes to the mind when you say fast in hockey. At first I will look at the players with the speed boost synergy. Once I run out of options, I will look for any players with gold or silver wheels. I know if you pick the higher overall cards, the skating stats and in general the stats will be higher. But it's not about that. I'm definitely not going and picking up any of the 99 overall fantasy cards because firstly, you cannot really find them in the auction house, and secondly, I don't really want to waste all my coin balance. In today's video, I just want to see which players EA believe are the fastest because they did decide to give them a speed boost synergy or gold or silver wheels. And of course, it's also just to try out new players and just see if the fastest team can win me a rivals game. So let's start with the goalies. Obviously, none of the goalies will have gold wheels or silver wheels, but they have a speed boost synergy, so I will go and pick any player I have in my collection, and I don't really have to look very far. Demi and Clara have a speed boost synergy, so that's our first player. The second backup goalkeeper will basically just be there to help with the synergies, I guess. And I will go with this Linus Ullmark, because again, speed boost synergy. If you look at the stats for the goalkeepers, then Demi and Clara indeed have 91 speed, so I believe he's one of the fastest goalkeepers, where Linus Ullmark is not the fastest goalkeeper because his speed is only 82, but he's a backup goalkeeper, so who cares? Now let's move to our defense, because obviously Bobby Orr needs some help. And when we talk about NHL and the fastest defensemen, there's only one player in mind, and it's no one else than Cale Makar. No need to say that Cale Makar is the fastest right-handed defenseman currently playing in NHL, but none of his cards have a speed boost synergy. Also, his 92 milestone card don't have silver or gold wheels, and even his 4 Nations card don't have that, so there's really not a lot of choices. The only card who does have wheels is his Team of the Year card, but obviously, as you can see, we don't have it on this account, and there is also not a single one in the auction house, so I cannot really pick him. But guess, there is an 87 overall star of the month, Cale Makar, who does indeed have gold wheels, so yes, every other stat is not really good, but even at 87 he already have 92 speed. And no need to say then this card is probably, I don't know, in every single pack, because we have 30 cards in the auction house, and they're not going for a lot, so this will be our first defenseman we will pick up. Now I'm going over to the auction house to see which right-handed defensemen or left-handed defensemen actually have a speed boost synergy. And as you can see, we only have 2 options. We have David Reinbacher, or that's how you pronounce his surname, and also John Carlson. John Carlson definitely is not the fastest player, but because we will activate the speed boost synergy, his speed goes up to the 91. With his size, again, not the fastest defenseman, but it's about the synergy, about the wheels, so that's the player we also will go and pick up. He only goes for 62,500 coins, so not really bad, so we are picking him up. And then we have this David Reinbacher. Again, 90 speed at 88, not bad. If you activate the speed boost synergy, it boosts the synergy all the way to the 92. Is he the fastest? Not, but he's also 6'3", so it's actually nice to see some decent defensemen with the speed boost synergy and also decent size. And I will grab him for 50k coins, so that's another defenseman for me. Because start of the month, Cale Makar was the only defenseman with gold wheels. Now let's look at any defensemen who have silver wheels. And of course, we already have Bobby Orr, so we cannot pick him. And then we have this Philip Broberg. Probably not the fastest defenseman, but I really want to test out the abilities and synergies just to see if I can notice anything. And it's an 84 overall left-handed defenseman. I probably will lose the game, but at least we will try it out, because I will try and activate every single silver ability I can, and then if I can activate any gold ones, that's also a bonus. There is really no any other defensemen with wheels. In 4,500 coins, let's see how good he is. And as you can see, I only have 5 defensemen at this point, but there is one player I really cannot ignore, because he's one of the fastest defensemen as well. It's not all just about Cale Makar, and it's Quinn Hughes. He's also known as one of the fastest defensemen currently in the game, and he's a left-handed defenseman. I just think it would make sense if we have an 87 overall star of the month Cale Makar with 89 overall star of the month Quinn Hughes in the same defensive pair. As you can see, he don't have any wheels, he also don't have the speed boost synergy, but he does have 94 speed. So he will be the player I will go and grab, pair him with Makar, and yes, they both are small, but who cares? It's about the speed, and I think those 2 guys will just straight line every single shift. So 120,000 coins, probably too much for this card, but hey, I really want to try him out. I didn't have a chance to try him out before, and I think today is a good day to do it. So our defense is done. We have Bobby Orr with John Carlson, which doesn't fit in this team at all, but the speed boost synergy, EA really wanted him to be fast, I guess. Then we have Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes, and then after that we have David Reinbacher and Philip Broberg. Now we have 12 players, and I will try to again do the same thing. Speed boost synergy, gold or silver wheels. And when we talk about the fastest players in the game, obviously currently the fastest player in the game in my opinion is no one else than Connor McDavid. I have his Team of the Year card, card, and he does have gold wheels and also 96 speed. You cannot just ignore that. The next card with gold wheels is someone we could earn in Season 3 as a reward, and it's no one else than Dylan Larkin. These two guys, in my opinion, are probably one of the fastest players currently playing in NHL, but that's not all. We also have some really fast right-handed wingers. And yes, I know a lot of people probably would say, Team of the Year Nathan McKinnon, but again, there is not a single one in the auction house, and I don't have him on this account. There is one player which I believe probably shouldn't be in this event, but should be in the next event. And I know you probably was thinking about the sharpshooter's Cairo. No, I will go with his Stadium Series, because firstly, the speed difference is just 1. His Stadium Series card have 94 speed, and the good thing is then he have gold wheels, where his sharpshooter's MSP only have silver wheels, and I want all 3 guys on my first line to have wheels activated. And the fact that I can get him for 110k, I think it's actually really good. Just tell me this is not the fastest line you can actually create. Like, I think these guys will basically straight line, and it will be very, very difficult to catch them. Now let's move to the line number 2. So who is the fastest Senna you can get in the game with speed boost synergy or wheels? You would be surprised. Apparently this Michael Garland. Firstly, there is not a single Senna with gold wheels or silver wheels, and he was the highest overall card I could find with the speed boost synergy. In all fairness, if you activate the synergy, you can get his speed up all the way to the 94. And yes, his face-off stats are only 85, so I probably will not win a single draw, but hey, it's about the speed and nothing else. He's going for around 130k in the auction house, so I will go and grab him again. I'm probably overpaying for all these cards, but it's all for the content and for the fun. I never tried out these cards, and it will be fun just to see how they play. I know I'm mostly focusing on NHL players, or I don't know, let's say NHL alumni players, but there is one player from PWHL. When you talk about the speed, it's really hard to ignore her, because firstly, a few years back she was part of the All-Star event where she was doing the fastest slap, and to be honest, Kendall Coyne-Schofield is probably one of the fastest female hockey players I've ever seen, and it's just hard not to go and add her to the team. And the fact that her 89 overall card already have 94 speed, and if you activate gold wheels, yes, I know she's only 5'5", 126, so she's basically the smallest possible hockey player you can actually put in your team, but I just think it's really unfair to ignore her. And she only goes for 51,500 coins, so we'll go and grab her as well. So for the second line, I already have 2 players. Now I need to add another right-handed winger, and you probably know who I will add. Of course, I will add Alex Ovechkin, because if you activate the speed boost synergy, he straight away becomes one of the fastest players currently in the game, only at 91 overall. And I will activate the synergy, so 95 speed in the same pair with Kendall Coyne-Schofield. I just think this is really fast. And yes, and then we have a Senna who cannot win a single faceoff, but he's fast. And now let's move to the line number 3. In the previous 4 Nations event, EA released 1 MSP with silver wheels. And because we are desperate for a Senna, I will add this Braden Point. Because yes, he may not have the speed boost synergy, but even without anything activated, 93 speed is very decent for his size. Is he the fastest player in the game? No. But is he one of the fastest players currently playing in NHL? I actually think he is. The next card is also not from NHL, but he was playing in NHL back in the day. And it's Maurice Richard. Again, when you talk about the speed, you cannot ignore this name. Probably one of the fastest players as well ever playing in NHL. Because 93 speed at 90 overall is really insane. He also has silver wheels, so perfect fit for my team. And now I need a right-handed winger, and we really are struggling to find one. Because when I look in the auction house, there is really not a lot of options. I'm not picking up Mats Sundin because yes, he does have a speed boost synergy. But even if you activate it, his speed will only be 88, so 100% he's not the fastest player, even with this synergy. The Gamebreaker's Dylan Gutierrez, for example, if you activate the speed boost synergy, yes, his speed goes up to the 91. But I have a better player in mind. And it was this Matthew Barzal. But there is only one in the auction house, and I really cannot buy him. Unfortunately, someone don't really want to sell him. They are just basically asking for bids, and I don't have 18 hours to wait, so we will pass on him. Would he be the perfect fit? Absolutely, but because people are dumb and they don't really allow you to buy any cards, it's hard to do that. But that's fine, I still need to find a player with gold or silver wheels or the speed boost synergy, and I think I found one. I actually wanted to get his milestone card because it was higher overall and the speed was like much better, but unfortunately someone bought it, so the only one I can get is this off the charts 87 overall right-handed winger with gold wheels, Dennis Malgin. Yes, 91 speed only, but you know what? I think I can do with it. Another good player in my mind was Teemu Selanne, 86 overall MSP, and again, while I was thinking, someone bought him, so again, I just have to go with the players I have, because the auction house is not really very user-friendly. You cannot really just go and buy any player you want. If you miss it, then it's gone. But I will go and grab Dennis for 7,000 coins. Is he the best right-handed winger? Probably not, but hey, I need one. If I would be able to buy Teemu Selanne or Dennis Malgin milestone card, he would be on my third line, but I have a better player in mind, so I will move him to my fourth line, and for my third line right-handed winger, I will go and pick Gallery of Greats, 88 overall, Mike Garner. Again, when you talk about the speed in NHL video games, Mike my Gardner is always one of the fastest players, and also obviously also one of the smallest, because he's only 6 foot tall. Again, he's not as small as Kendall Coyne-Schofield, for example, but he does have silver wheels and 92 speed at 88 overall, so you cannot really pass on him. There is one for 44,000 coins, so I will go and grab him and add him to my third line. And I think now my third line is also super fast. We have Mike Gardner with Brendan Point and Maurice Richard. 3 very fast players. Same thing goes obviously about first line, second line, and yeah, cannot complain. Now we only need 2 more players. Before I go and buy the last 2 players, why I choose them instead of anyone else, I just want to talk about the state of the game. Obviously, if you want to go and build the fastest team, you always will go with the highest overall, because if you pick, let's say, any team of the year card or any fantasy card, they will always have the highest stats. But I wanted to make a little bit different video and just focus on the synergies and abilities instead. So yes, Dennis Malgin, 87 overall card, 100% is not the fastest. And same thing goes about Philip Broberg or David Reinbracher or even Star of the Month, Cale Makar or Quinn Hughes. But they're the only players I can find with the rules we have. So at least I will try out some new players and hopefully have some fun. But now let's go and grab the last 2 players. And there is one more center with the speed boost synergy, and it's this Morgan Frost transactions card. Only at 87, but if you do activate the speed boost synergy, you can get his speed up all the way to the 94, so I think it also fits the rules. The cheapest one is 12,000 coins. Again, I'm overpaying because the 87 overall cards are not going for that much, but again, it's just a game. I'm trying to have some fun and build different teams. And the last card I will pick will be this Brendan Hagel at 89. Game Breakers. Again, I really miss Game Breakers because they were the only sign of EA watching real live hockey, but 92 speed, gold wheels, fits perfectly. Also really like the player, so I think he will be a really good addition to the team. The cheapest one goes for pretty much 89,000 coins, so I'll go and buy him, and that's it, my team is done. We actually managed to get 7 players with the speed boost synergy, and every other player in my team will have gold or silver wheels, and I just think it will make it more fun. Will I be able to activate every single ability? Absolutely not. So now I need to decide which players actually need the ability activated more. Of course, Conor McDavid, because his abilities are free, I will activate it. Same thing goes for Bobby Orr. Again, the abilities are free, so I'm not losing anything. Then on my first line, we have this Dylan Larkin. Absolutely want to activate the wheels. And also the same thing goes for Jordan Kyrou. I will not activate any other abilities, just the wheels. I also think that Maurice Richard needs wheels activating, and also Brendan Point. Would be stupid not to activate wheels on Cale Makar, and I even think Philip Broberg also, I don't know, deserve silver wheels. I have 3 ability points, so technically I can activate, let's say, wheels on my Gardner, and I think Kendall Coyne-Schofield also deserves wheels activated. Brendan Hagel, I will not be able to activate the wheels because unfortunately we just don't have enough ability points. Same thing goes about Dennis Malgin, and every other player I have in my team don't really have wheels, so the reason they are there is just for the synergy. So now we have the speed demons ready, and let's go and play that one rivals game. I spent around 600k without the cards I already have in my collection, and as you can see, Conor McDavid wheels, Dylan Larkin wheels, and Bobby Orr wheels. Will be fun. And here we are facing someone with Dylan Larkin, Kachuk, and Winston, and it's an Islanders fun as well. Damn it. Oh my god, he feels fast. But I think that's not enough. Oh my god, Bobby Orr is definitely the fastest defenseman I used. What the hell just happened? How did that went in? I know I usually hate to watch replays, but I want to see this. I think Bobby Orr was trying to do the poke check. Ah, there is no replay. And somehow that ended up in his own net, so I think he actually scored in his own net. Let's go, McDavid! Oh my god, Granlund. Oh, he will not win a single face-off. Let's try something different. Yep, I told you. He's not winning anything. Okay. These speed guys are insane, I'm telling you. This might be the most fun team build I actually built. Ah, penalty, damn it! That's not what I was expecting. Nice save. Come on, Frost. Broberg. Actually feels like a fun team I made. This is the first time I noticed the speed, when I needed to catch the icing. Hegel! Ah! Reinbacher? Ah, that went wide. Never mind. We have the speed. Who needs everything else? Maurice? Ah! Again, I'm just trying something different. Okay, I think we need to try different face-off strategy. Also nice save here. Kyrou. Carlson. Okay. How did that went in? I think that's the speed boost synergy, absolutely. Guys, you have to pick up this guy, definitely just because of the speed boost synergy. The only thing about the, like, Cairo is he's, never mind, Bobby Orr, 1T, goes in, love it. The card is just insane. But what I wanted to say about the wheels, like the energy runs out so quickly, then you basically can use the players for one shift. I actually remember when people were saying that Makar's Start of the Month card felt really good, and a lot of people used it like all the way to the Team of the Year. Ugh, I was fighting. That was actually stupid Makar. He definitely feels very, very fast. Okay, now let's go and try out the player I really didn't want it to pick up. But hey, wasn't that bad, I guess. Frost again, you can notice the speed a lot. No, just fight. Oh my god, this guy feels way faster than he should. Okay, never mind. Frost. What? I was just about to say Larkin had a first win. I'm taking it. Okay guys, that will do for today's video. Absolutely love this team build. The next one I want to do is I want to focus on shooting. So I probably will try to build a team around players, let's say with a synergy and maybe some abilities which increase the shooting, or I don't know, help with the shooting. And one of them probably will be a heat seeker. If you have any other ideas you would like me to try out, leave them down in comment sections below. As always guys, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like and subscribe. It's free, makes me smile and helps the channel a lot. Thanks for watching, have a good one and see you on the ice.